Guys, welcome back to our week 4 video class. We're going to go ahead and get started with your technique activities for this week. So instead of having scales this week, we're going to do our major minor chord progression and our major and minor chords and inversions. So we're going to go ahead and start with the chord progression, and that's our 1-4-1-5-7-1 chord progression on page 53. So we're going to go ahead and do this one today in the key of E. And this one is going to be the exact same as the D and the A that we did last week. So really, really similar. Everything is pretty much the same here. So we're going to go ahead and give this one a try. I'll demonstrate in major and then in minor. So starting with E major. If you need the extra practice to just go through and play all the pitches, that is just fine. And then we'll try it all together. 1, 2, ready, go. 6, 1, 5, 7, back to 1. Great, now for minor, our 1 and our 4, 6, 4 are going to be all white keys. And remember that the 5, 7 stays the same. We've got that D sharp. So here we go. Excellent. Then we're going to jump back over to page 28, and we're going to do that chord and inversion exercise. And we're going to do this in D major, D minor, A major, and A minor. So for this one, this is the number 5 at the bottom of the page where we're just doing our broken chord inversion pattern. And remember that you can use the previous exercises on page 27 as a warm-up. If you're having any struggles with this, you can go ahead and use those previous exercises on the previous page and this page to help warm you up for doing this one. So for this one, we're going to be doing this one hands together today. So we're going to start with both hands in our root position for D. And I'll go ahead and call out the inversions as we go up. Ready, go. Root position, first inversion, second inversion, back to root position, blocked chord, back down, root position, second inversion, first inversion, root position. Now we're going to make it minor, all white keys, D, F, A. Position, first inversion, second inversion, root position, second inversion, first inversion, root position, blocked chord. Great, now we're going to do it in A major and A minor. The exact same thing, white, black, white for major. 1, ready, go. Root position, first inversion, second inversion, root position, blocked chord, root position, second inversion, first inversion, root position, blocked chord. Then minor, all white keys, ready, go. Root position, first inversion, second inversion, root position, blocked chord, root position, second inversion, first inversion, root position, blocked chord. Fabulous. So that is all you have for your technique activities this week. You're welcome. It's pretty simple. We're going to go ahead and now jump right over into the activities that we have in the book. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at quickly page 54 and 55. So this is a little technique activity where we're taking our chord progression of our 1-4-1-5-7-1, but we're playing it in a different style basically different spacing. So this is where you have the left hand playing just the root, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. And in your right hand, you are having the 1 chord is in a first inversion just for your right hand part alone. Then root position for 4, first inversion, and then your 5/7 is partial. You don't include the fifth. You just have F, G, B. So it sounds like this. And then you can do it in the keys going up. F, and G, and then back to C. Fabulous, and you can also do it for the minor keys. And they have you doing this one going up chromatically. This is a great one to use for any kind of warm-up activities that you might be doing, just because, again, it is a little bit more musical, a little bit nicer sounding. And it's also a great way to practice and reinforce your knowledge of the notes in each chord. Because we're inverting them slightly differently and having slightly different orderings of the notes for this chord progression, this would be a great thing for you to be able to practice. So that way you feel like you're a lot more familiar and a lot more confident and solid in your knowledge of which notes you have in every chord and in every key. So go ahead and give that a try. They give you a few different key progression suggestions to use at the bottom of the page, and I would definitely go ahead and give those a try that they have there. Then we're going to go ahead and turn over to page 57. And they have a little 12-bar blues improvisation. So this one is really, really fun. This would be a great sort of creative activity, something to sort of treat yourself once you practiced the different elements that you have for credit this week. This would be kind of a fun one to take a look at. So on the top of the page, we have the blues scale, which is our 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1. And we have 1 flat 3, so like a minor 3. Then we have 4 flat 5, regular 5, flat 7, 5. And that is the blues scale. And then we also have the 12-bar blues progression, which is where we have our 1 chord for 4 measures. Then we have the 4 chord for 2 measures, then the 1 chord, 2 measures, the 5 chord, the 4 chord, the 1 chord. So they give you the option here. They give you a couple of measures with blanks in the right hand or the left hand or both. So that way you can write in your own melody, your own pattern. So they give you a little example of what you could do here at the beginning, starting in our D chord. Part, and then you go up to the 4 chord for 2 measures, and then you go back down to the 1 chord. Then you go to the 5 chord for 1 measure, then back down to the 4 chord, then back to your 1 chord. So that's just a little example, just kind of filling in with the patterns that they have already suggested there. And you could do whatever you want. You could also totally go off script, create your own left-hand part, create your own progression and your own patterns using the 12-bar blues progression. And that would be super cool and something really fun for you to try and for you to work on. So then we're going to go ahead, and the next thing we would look at would be our solo rep, Pleasant Morning, on page 58 and 59. So as we kind of talked about in class, with the left hand, the major thing here is just outlining exactly what chords we have. The left hand is very chord-based, very traditional to our chord progression patterns. And then the right hand features a lot of scale passages and then also a lot of sequences. So this piece is extremely pattern-based, which makes it pretty easy to learn, very straightforward for us. So we're going to go ahead and jump in and give this a try with just the left hand alone. And I'm going to kind of be outlining a little bit of what we have going on in the chord structure and everything down here. So we're going to start out in just our C position with a C chord to start with. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest. G6 chord, 3, rest, C, 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 3, 4, up to F and A. Now we jump up to C6, 4, G7, G7, C and E, G7. G7, C6, 4, G7, C6, 4, G7, 2, hold, rest, 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 C, 2, 3, 4, rest. Rest. C, 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 chord. F and A, jump up. C6, 4, G7, G7, C and E, G5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 1, 5, 5, 5. And here we go with the right hand alone. Notice we have just a lot of scale type passages in here. And when we do that, it's always going to be our finger pattern of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be our pattern. Just like it is when we do our regular C scale, it's going to remain exactly the same. So here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 1, jump up. 3, 4, 5, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 5, 2, 1, 2, 1, 5, 1, hop down. 3, 4, 5, 3, 1, jump up. 3, 4, 5, 3, 1, jump up. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 2, 1. 2, 1. 4, 2, 1. 4, 2, 1. C6, 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 C6. All right, so here we go with both hands together. Definitely practice this, significantly hands separately and nice and slowly before you try putting both hands together. This is another one. This one's a little bit, longer, a little bit more difficult. So, but you don't have to prepare this one, until you're doing it for the exam, if you choose this for the exam. So feel free to take your time practicing this one. 1, 2, ready, go. Perfect. So that is going to be one of your options for the upcoming exam, will be that piece. And so in the meantime, we will go ahead and look over at our next page, which is our reading activities. And so we have our 3 reading activities to choose from, but we actually only have 1 harmonization for this week. So that makes it pretty easy to know which one you're going to choose. So let's go ahead, and we also for this week have transposition options for each of our reading exercises. So you're going to choose one, and then you're going to transpose to the key that they suggest at the bottom there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go through and I am going to just demonstrate all 3 of these in the original key and then also in the transposition. I would recommend that you go through and you try all of these, playing them hands separately, tapping through the rhythms, maybe saying finger numbers out loud, note names out loud, counting out loud, all of that good stuff. But I will just go ahead and demonstrate what each of these is going to sound like along with the transposition. So here's the first one, originally in A, and then I'll have it transposed to G. Ready, go. Now down to G. Great, and then here is Etude. Now this one looks intimidating except for when you realize that it's really just the chords. And this is one I would definitely practice hands separately. 1, ready, go. here we have it transposed. This one's a difficult transposition, so definitely feel free to take this one slowly and work it through hands separately a few times. So here's number 3, starting in D minor. So just be careful for the minor transposition here. And also in the second to last measure, that C sharp is going to become a D sharp in E minor. Ready, go. And then here we go in E minor. Don't forget the F sharps and then the D sharp in the second to last measure. Fabulous. So now we will move on to Kumbaya, and that's our harmonization for this week. So this one gives you the opportunity to actually fill in the chords, and our choices are our 1, 5, 7, or the inversion in 5, 6, 5, and then our 4 or the inversion in 4, 6, 4. So we went ahead and wrote in these chords in class, so we're going to go ahead and practice just the left-hand part alone. So let's go ahead and try it. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 4, 6, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 5, 3, 4. 5, 6, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 6, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 6, 4. 1, 2, 5, 6, 5. 1. Now here is the right hand part, and I'll say the finger numbers out loud. Ready, go. 1, 2, 4, 4, 4, and tie. 5, 5, 4, 2, 3, 4. Tie 2. 1, 3, 5, 5, 5, and tie 2. 4, 3, 2, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 4, 4, 4, and tie 2. 5, 5, 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2. Great. And let's go ahead and give this a go with both hands at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, go. Beautiful. So let's go ahead and try just the left hand in C, which is our transposition. This is super, super easy. If you can do your C chord progression, you can do this. It's super, super easy, especially if you got your chords written in. So let's go ahead and give this one a try. Ready, go. 1, 2, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1, 1, rest, rest, 1, 1, 5, 6, 5, 5, 6, 5, rest, rest, 1, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 6, 4, 1, 5, 6, 5, 1, 1. And then here is the right hand part, alone in C major with the finger numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, go. 1, 2, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 4, 1, 3, 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1. Beautiful. And then here is that all together, both hands playing in C major. Ready, go. Beautiful job. So you will do one of those 3 sight reading exercises and then that harmonization for your weekly assignment. And then let's go ahead and move right on. And we're going to take a look at page 63. So page 63 here, we've got our improvisation from chord symbols. So this is, again, your opportunity for something a little bit creative to go through and play first the chord progressions that they have suggested. The first one is in Roman numerals, and the second one is in pop chord symbols. Go through and give that a try in the accompaniment style that they mentioned here. So they show you the first one to do it in a waltz style. And so on. And then the second one is a broken chord pattern. And so on, using those chords of your chord progression. And then you are going to improvise or write in notes that you think would suit that accompaniment pattern. So we also have 2 score reading parts on page 64 and 65, and these are going to be your choices for the exam. So you're going to choose whether or not you want to do Erie Canal or Autumn on the exam. So I'm actually going to save these to demo them on the exam video, because in the exam video I'm going to go over everything that is on the exam in just one convenient location. So what I want you to do is for this week to practice each of these with the parts separately. So we have one with the transposing instrument with the B-flat clarinet, and then we have one with the transposing tenor part where it transposes down an octave. So I want you to just try practicing those parts separately. And then for the exam video, you'll get to hear what they sound like with both parts together, and you can choose which one you would like to choose to perform on the 5-week exam. So that's what we've got for today. Great job and happy practicing, and I'll see you next time.